the days. And you knew where you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Clement Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare states. Everybody pulled his weight. Gee, our old LaSalle ran great. Those were the days.
Oh, yes, the All in the Family theme this morning.
Love it.
Gee, our old LaSalle ran great.
That's right.
Most people don't know what she's saying.
I have no idea.
I had to play it back real slow once in order to make sure that that's what it really was.
You know, I've been on the set, or I've seen the set of All in the Family, and it looks just like it on television, like it does in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
Andrew, have you ever seen the Smithsonian?
The Smithsonian, yes.
But what about the All in the Family set?
No.
That's pretty cool.
Do you even know what All in the Family is?
Yes, I've heard of the TV show, but...
Well, you're not going to believe this, but we played this because Norman Lear is 98 years old today.
Yeah, he's still with us.
1922 is when he was born. Of course, the famous TV producer and writer.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he did a lot of great TV shows during the 70s, and that was a huge, groundbreaking show during its time. But the cool thing about it was all the racial stuff that went on, all the political stuff went on. Everybody still got along. Everybody still loved each other, and it was all for good fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Can't look at anybody wrong right now,
No,
that's
can't
for
do it
sure.
now.
All right, we're glad you tuned into the Wake Up Call. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Clyde's out today.
I heard that Clyde was back in his pen, kind of still sleeping.
Our rooster Clyde has decided to take the day off. You know, we were all talking this morning about this morning came really early, didn't it?
Yeah, it was funny how it was just Saturday, and then bam, here we are.
Here we are. Now, weather-wise, we'll be talking about this a little bit later. We're going to get some rain either Tuesday or Wednesday, according to Shoulder Tab on Saturday.
Well, the forecast has got some rain in it, so the National Weather Service should be calling you.
Well, they're going to have to bump it up a little bit. No, I'm serious. It's one of those type of weekends that say rain.
It's coming.
Yeah, and I'm typically, what's it been over the years? 4 to 5 days out, right?
It's easily, yeah,
something like that. So, anyway, and I didn't strain it because I haven't really exerted myself on anything.
There you go.
All right, what else is up? I guess we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. I know Michelle is back there with you. She's going to be helping out this morning, doing a little, as they say, intern work. So,
I love it.
Michelle Graham, thank you for coming in so early, and she was awfully chipper.
I know. I think she's the best of the bunch this morning.
Yep, pretty much.
You know, there's more to the pit stop than just oil. We're a full-service lube shop for all cars, pickups, and semi-truck. We have gasoline, both on and off-road diesel, and DEF fluid available at the pump 24 hours a day. We provide state inspections for both regular and DOT-regulated vehicles. We also offer new tires and tire repairs. We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday. Come by 164 Highway 380 West in Graham. Let us see how we can help you keep you and your vehicle on the road.
Things sure have changed a lot over the years in the banking business, and Sierra Bank of Graham has kept up with all the latest banking technologies. Online banking at its best. You can also manage your accounts from your computer or mobile device and alerts in case your identity or account has been compromised. You get instant account information at the touch of your fingers. But if you want to talk to somebody, well, they do that too. Visit the lobby at 623 Elm or call at 549-2040. Sierra Bank, the bank of today and the future. Member FDIC.
Bear Chevrolet Buick and Cadillac is your trusted dealership in Breckenridge, Texas. Visit our showroom for a wide selection of pre-owned and certified used vehicles. Our cars undergo an extensive multi-point checkout before we make them available to you. Drop by 601 West Walker in Breckenridge or visit bearmotor.com. That's bearmotor.com, where your satisfaction is number one, and we put customers first.
Hey, Andrew, we're friends, right?
Well, yeah.
Good, because I need to talk to you about your problem.
What problem?
All the bottled water you drink, man. Let me help you.
Well, it just tastes better than tap water. And how could you help me? MIP Water Treatment just does big water systems.
No, I mean, we do those too, but MIP stands for Make It Pure. We can install an under-the-sink or a whole house reverse osmosis system, giving you perfect drinking or cooking water straight from the faucet in your home or office.
That sounds expensive, Brady.
Actually, it'll pay for itself quickly considering all the money you'll save on the bottled water you don't have to buy.
True. How do I find out more?
Just give us a call at MIP Water Treatment for your free estimate, 940-549-2501.
Good morning. This is Michelle Graham with your FCA scripture of the day. John 12:26. Anyone who wants to be my disciple must follow me, because my servants must be where I am, and the Father will honor anyone who serves me. Father God, help us to follow you wherever you lead us, so we can be your disciples. In Jesus' name, amen.
This is Coach Paul Johnson with Big Country East FCA. If you would like information on what I do with FCA and how I can help your school system, or if you would like to be a part of FCA and the vision of FCA, feel free to call me at 325-660-2347. That's 325-660-2347. God bless. Have a great day.
All right, we're about 17 minutes away from the top of the hour. We need to look at our weather forecast from Highsmith Automotive.
You know, it looks pretty good. Looking at these temperatures, I'm like, wow, this is going into August. Not bad at all. Today, we're seeing sunny skies, high around 96, and those southwest winds up around 10. Tonight, we have a 20% chance of rain, mainly after 10 p.m., mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 75. Now, looking at your Tuesday, a 30% chance of rain. Probably going to happen more in the afternoon. We're going to see cloudy skies. We are only going to hit close to 90.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That's not bad at all on Tuesday. And we're going to be seeing those southeast winds up around 10 miles an hour. Now, looking for your Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low around 74, and then another 20% chance of rain on Wednesday with a high around 94. So not bad. Headed toward August. Currently outside, we are looking at 83% humidity. We got southeast winds, very light, and we have zero cloud cover at the moment. Temperatures around the area, the hot spot is in Eastland at 78 degrees. Breckenridge coming in at 74, and right here in Graham, Texas, USA, we're hitting a 72.
Highsmith Automotive in Graham and Jasper Engines and Transmissions offers a cost-effective solution to your present engine or transmission troubles. Avoid a costly new car purchase or a high lease payment by putting new life into your present vehicle. Let Highsmith Automotive install a Jasper remanufactured engine or transmission with a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty and available premium service plan. Call Highsmith Automotive today at 940-521-0294.
Andy, Rick, and Tim's the wake-up call.
Sometimes I think, what will people say of me when I'm only just a memory, when I'm home where my soul belongs? Was I loved when no one else would show up? Was I Jesus to the least of us? Was my worship more than just a song? I wanna live like that and give it all I have, so that everything I say and do points to you. If love is who I am, then this is where I stand. Recklessly abandoned, never to the glory of the King. I want to live like that and give it all I have, so that everything I say and do points to you. If love is who I am, then this is where I'll stand. Recklessly abandoned, never holding back. I wanna live like that. I wanna live like
Well, the Texas Rangers had a chance to play over the weekend.
Oh, it was so nice getting to hear that. Oh, my God.
Yes, the broadcast went really well, and we appreciate all of our sold-out sponsors making it happen.
That's exactly, love that part.
Absolutely. And they won on their opening night, and that was good on Friday night. Saturday afternoon, they had a close comeback, but they didn't quite make it.
Yep.
Didn't happen. And then what happened Sunday with the picture? Who was that guy?
Corey Kluber. He is he came over from the Cleveland team. We're not going to mention their mascot. We'll get yelled at.
Oh, okay.
But he came over from the Cleveland team, and he's a former Cy Young. He could be. It's one of those deals. I think the Rangers are kind of banking on if he's healthy, he's going to be good. Well, first inning, he's got a shoulder problem. So they said a tightness in the shoulder. So they don't want to take any chances with this guy. So he'll probably miss a start, get an MRI, all that stuff. He'll be back. But the Astros, they put out Verlander and blew his arm up. So he's out for a while. So that's why the Rangers don't want to mess around.
Right. And hopefully it's just a bone spur, as they like to call it.
It's nothing bad. It's just some tightness in the shoulder because, when you get out and you got that adrenaline rolling, your first start, you want to show your new team. It's a big Sunday game, all that kind of stuff. He probably just kind of overthrew a little bit.
Did you see Joey Gallo's home run yesterday?
Yes, the shot heard around the stadium.
Yes.
Man, that thing was loud. It's like a gunshot when it went off.
Yeah, I have to admit, I was a little apprehensive last week about how the fake crowd noise would sound. They've got their act together. I think it's subtle, but it's there and it's done right. I'm impressed.
Well, Chuck Morgan is a genius.
Yeah.
And I trust Chuck. So he did a pretty good job with it.
Yep. The whole broadcast, I thought, especially on the radio, sounded fantastic. Even on TV, I was going back and forth. Our radio, that broadcast is about 20 seconds or so ahead of the video. So if you really wanted to have some fun with friends, you could predict what's happening, put a little earphone in.
Yeah, just have to listen to us, and there you go.
Now, if you listen online at the same time you're listening, it would be about the same. But there's a little bit more of a delay on the video side of it.
They got the great Eric Nadel. He's about as good as you're going to find anywhere in the world.
I need to see Jared's back.
Yeah.
Jared just doesn't improve. Have you noticed that? He just doesn't get any better.
He's just Jared.
It's Jared. Yeah, Matt, of course, I think he's groomed for replacing Eric at some point because Eric's probably not going to do this forever.
Well, he's at it 40 years now, and so it's funny. I was talking to him one time down at the ballpark, and I was talking to him about broadcasting baseball, picking his brain and stuff. He said, "Everything that I say that you want to steal, be my guest."
Yeah, that's not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because he's probably stole it all himself.
Yeah, that's why he's probably doing the same thing.
Hey, Andrew, what'd you do this weekend? Chores around the house?
Yeah, a little bit of that. I know that I had to come in a little bit on Saturday and do some work on getting our advertisers up during the commercial break. You can see, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you can see some of our advertisers going by. So I was trying to fix that up, get my daily dose of scripture done. So there's a few things I did here, and we are finishing up working around the house as well. I got my library all unpacked in the house. So
wow,
that was a lot of work there.
Did you have your crystal tea set with your library?
No, because I I'd break it.
All right.
The Victrola in the corner.
Actually, we do have a record player, but we're not sure where that's going yet.
All right. Well, we're glad everybody's back in this morning. It's going to be a busy last week of the month. Can you believe this? We've burned up almost all of July.
That's good. I'd like to burn up July and burn up August. If we could get rid of both of them, be fine with me.
I got to be honest with you. I'd prefer burning up this whole year. 2020, they're comparing 2020 as worse than 68. I don't know.
Well, I wish we could just go to July the 4th, and then after July 4th, just go right straight to September 1st.
All right, we're going to come back in just a few seconds. We got a few things you wanted to touch base on. Being brought to us by Dr. Bob.
Hi, this is Dr. Bob of Hollander Chiropractic. I'm still the newest chiropractor here in Graham. Now over 30 years of experience in treating neck, low back, arm, and leg pain. Plus I do DOT exams as well. I take same-day appointments, and I'm always available early, late, or even weekends by appointment. For affordable chiropractic care, give me a call, 940-549-9400. Or better yet, drop by 746 Elm Street across from Graham Savings. I just want to thank everyone for voting us Best Chiropractor in Graham for 2019. It's an honor, and we truly appreciate it. And remember, I've got your back.
All right, the city of Graham's doing some work on 4th Street.
So is this breaking news?
Big time. Hey, I've got that sounder.
Yeah.
You ready? You ready for breaking news? Here. This just into the Y100 and B104.1 studios. Go ahead.
They're going to be closing down here on 4th Street. That's right. 4th Street is going to be closed up between Oak and Elm.
Okay.
So if you're going to come off Elm and make a left onto Oak, onto 4th Street, not going to happen.
No.
And if you're coming up 4th Street, want to off between the Oak and 4th over here, not going to happen either. So
right.
So just remember, they got a big water leak going on over here, and we crossed the River Jordan on the way in this morning, but looks like they'll close the street down for a little bit.
They're doing some plumbing work. I bet they've got a leak, and they've got to dig up part of the street.
It's a pretty big leak.
It is a very big leak, but they'll fix it. They always do. Oh, I was going to tell everybody, our buddy Brian Ray, he typically comes in about 7:45. So Brian needs to come in off of the Oak Street and park on the west side of our building.
Or you can park inside the square like I did and walk across the street.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you are parked across over there. Yeah. Okay. Where'd you park, Andy?
I'm over on Oak Street.
You over here where you normally park?
Yeah.
He's been parking under the shade tree, I've noticed.
I did. I kind of forgot this morning.
I forgot. All right. What else is? You said you wanted to point something out. What was it you wanted to touch base on?
Well, I've got some just a few things I want to bring up. I think this is kind of cool, and this is kind of in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
NASA is going to be launching a new Mars rover on Thursday.
Okay.
Now, this rover costs $2.7 billion. All
right.
The name of the rover is called Perseverance. Well, here's what's cool, and I don't know how this stuff works, but they have this is how NASA has really got everything down, I guess.
All right.
They've got a 30-minute window to launch this thing coming up on Thursday. If they don't get it launched in that 30-minute window, they have to wait 26 months before they can launch it again because of the lining up of the Earth and Mars.
Right.
And if they do launch on Thursday, it will land on February the 18th, 2021. But they have got a 30-minute window. So on Thursday, the countdown gets there. They've got it loaded. They've got it ready. They're gonna start fueling it this week. But they've only got 30 minutes to launch. So the weather's got to be perfect in that 30 minutes.
I'm guessing that's going to line up with when it arrives at Mars. That'll be at the closest point.
Right, the closest point.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they got that little window coming up on Thursday. And I thought, that's kind of neat that they can sit there and they can look at the way the Earth is moving, the way that Mars is moving, and they've got it pinpointed down to a 30-minute window. Now, I'm telling you what, there's some smart guys there that can figure this stuff out.
I've often wondered with Mars in its own trek that if we were going to communicate, I think it's 6 minutes at the best point. In other words, if we sent a signal to Mars, I think it's like 3.5 minutes, and then to get the response, that would be 6.5 to 7 minutes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've often wondered that if we could even communicate with Mars, if it's exactly opposite of the sun because of what the sun does to radio signals.
Right.
And I often wonder, would they have to shoot off of a satellite going a different direction and back around?
That's complicated.
That's too complicated for me, but I just think of these things as an engineer.
I'd be
I
sitting there
wonder.
thinking, I'd be here to be me. Hey, I see it, y'all. Let's shoot it.
I see it.
Walk on water, walk on water, walk on water. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. 'Cause I got a mountain moving kind of faith. I know a miracle is on its way. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. I woke up this morning and rolled out of bed. Open up the Word of God, my soul will surely fed. He is my portion, supplies all my needs. Anything is possible when I believe. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. 'Cause I got a mountain moving kind of faith. I know a miracle is on its way. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. I don't wanna miss it, what each day can be. How God can work no wonder with a little mustard seed. The water is stormy, the mountain is wide. He will get me safely to the other side. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. 'Cause I got a mountain moving kind of faith. I know a miracle is on its way. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. In every situation, I'll follow his lead. Just like Peter stepping out onto the sea. It's a walk on water kind of day. 'Cause I got a mountain moving kind of faith. I know a miracle is on its way. Gonna be a walk on water kind of day. I know a miracle is on its way. Walk on water, 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 walk on water kind of day.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. We'll find out today how Republicans would like to distribute $1 trillion in coronavirus relief.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin on Fox News Sunday said more help is coming, but there is still money left from past packages.
We have about $1 trillion to $1.5 trillion still left.
The new Republican plan is said to lower unemployment benefits to a fraction of past salaries.
Fox's Gernal Scott, Democrats pushing back against that cut.
On CBS Face the Nation, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that gets complicated.
People don't all make a salary.
The Democratic-controlled House passed its stimulus proposal in May.
And a role reversal on England's highest peak. A St. Bernard named Daisy had to get rescued after she got stuck. The 120-pound rescue dog carried down safely after a 5-hour rescue mission by a 16-member team. America's listening to Fox News.
PositiveRadio.net, KBLY Newcastle, Graham, Eliasville, and KCKB, Moran, Albany.
On Broadway, Progress is Surplus Store, corner of Peoples Drive and 124th Street.
That's the theme from Hill Street Blues.
Love that show.
It was awesome. Betty Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she played Lucy Bates in Hill Street Blues. She's 73 years old today.
Goodness.
She was born on this date, 1947. And she also became a very famous director.
She also had 80s hair.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. You know, most women in the 80s had 80s hair. Have you noticed that?
She had a lot of it, too.
Well, if you have a birthday or an anniversary, we want to hear from you. You can call us at 888
525-1005. We will put you on the list, or you can even say hello to us on our Facebook stream.
That's right. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes. Hey, Andrew, everything back in the master control going smooth this morning?
Yes, sir. We do a lot of front-loading work here, which means we do all the work so that all we have to do is press the minuscule amount of buttons that we can. So
you're lazy?
Yeah, sure.
Pressing as less buttons as you can at radio is the best thing ever.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's always easy to push our buttons, isn't it?
That's true.
So anyway, appreciate everybody that's tuned in. They are going to our Facebook page at positiveradio.net and watching and listening to the stream at the same time.
That's right. Very cool.
Yeah. Camera work is phenomenal this morning, I'm telling you.
I know our camera people back there are a phenomenal job today.
All right, what else is up? We've got some Texas history coming up after we get done with weather. Weather being brought to us by Highsmith Automotive. Let's take a look at what our forecast looks like. I am going to tell you, I said this a little while ago, we're going to get rain this week. There's no question.
Well, there's a lot of forecasts out there at the moment about it, and temperatures looking really good. Going to see sunny skies today, high around 96 degrees, what we're looking at today. Also, we're going to be seeing southwest winds up around 10. Now, we're going to see that rain rolling here tonight, around a 20% chance around 10 o'clock tonight. Mostly cloudy, 75 for your low tonight. Southeast winds up around 5. Now, your Tuesday, we got a better chance of rain, 30% chance of rain, mainly in the afternoon up into the evening, high around 90 for high tomorrow. So end of July, first part of August, we're hitting 90. My goodness.
We'll take it.
I know. And southeast winds up around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Cloudy on Tuesday night, low around 74 for your Wednesday. We're looking at a 20% chance of rain, partly sunny, and 94 for a temperature. Currently outside, we're looking at 83% humidity. Very light south-southeast winds. We have clear skies at the moment. Our temperatures look like this. The hot spot is Eastland with 78 degrees. Breckenridge coming in at 74. And Graham, Texas, USA, 72 degrees.
Attention vehicle owners, before you trade your transportation, let Highsmith Automotive give your vehicle a new lease on life with a remanufactured product from Jasper Engines or Transmissions. A Jasper remanufactured engine, transmission, or differential will extend your vehicle's life, giving you the extra cash to do the things you really enjoy. And a Jasper offers a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide parts and labor warranty. Call Highsmith Automotive in Graham at 940-521-0294.
All right, it's time for Texas Trivia once again on Y100 and B104.1 FM. Here's Rick.
Couple of years in Texas history on this day. On this day in 1836, word was spreading throughout the state of Texas that the great Sam Houston had passed away.
Oh, no.
Yes, he had pneumonia, and he passed away in Huntsville, Texas. So on this day in 1836, Sam Houston, the word was spreading. He actually passed away yesterday, but the news is getting out around the state of Texas, and he said before he passed away, he said, "Do not ever join the United States of America."
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. And on this day in 1845, speaking of the United States of America, the United States flag was raised for the very first time over the Lone Star State on St. Joseph Island by the United States Army. A small force that was part of a larger force that landed on the island near Rockport under General Zachary Taylor was sent to stop Mexican interference for after annexation. The main force landed on August 1st, camped under a massive oak tree down in Rockport. It's
still around.
It is still there, known as the Zachary Taylor Oak.
I have been there.
Well, the flag was raised for the first time on this day on that island.
Really?
Yeah.
I've landed on that airport on Mustang Island, and my brother, we were flying over. Daryl was with us, and I guess my son Brian too. So it was Brian and Daryl. We were flying over, and he goes, "Oh, there's Port Aransas." And I said, "Oh, do you want to land? Do you want to get something to eat?" "Yeah, let's go get something to eat." And I made a quick turn, landed, and he goes, "Wow, That was a short runway. And I go, yeah, but I had it under control. It was no problem. I knew what I was getting into. Yeah. You know, when you touch and go and you do a lot of practicing on the smaller runways, you don't need the big ones.
You don't need those.
No. All right, so there you go. That's Texas History this morning on Y100 and B104.1 FM. Glad everybody's tuned in this morning.
Andy, Rick, and Tim's the Wake Up Call.
Strength rises, we wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord, we will wait upon the Lord. Strength rises, we wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord, we will wait upon the Lord. You reign forever. Our strong
Andrew's going to need to chime in here on this one. I have something that I'm referring to as it's a family affair.
Okay.
Now, this is Men's Health magazine that's polled about 486 men about the family. Now, I don't know how you guys are going to vote on this, but I noticed it was pretty close to how I feel about things. So you ready for this?
Okay.
All right, here we go. How would you describe your family growing up? Better than most, pretty average, or totally dysfunctional? I put pretty average, and I was with 56%. Does that feel like your family was pretty average?
I think pretty average.
What about you, Andrew?
Okay, I would have said better than most, probably.
Better than most? Yeah, 28% is what people said. The totally dysfunctional, only 16%. All right, how about now? Would you draft a new family if you could? Would you replace them if you could?
Is that your immediate family or outlying family?
No, that's funny you mentioned that, because in that question, it says I'd keep my nuclear family but swap out the rest.
I've got a couple of knuckleheads out there. I might trade, for somebody else, but on the whole, I think I'd just keep everybody like it is.
All right, yeah, same here. 57% say the current setup is just fine. Keep the nuclear family. That's 34%, and yes, I'd replace the whole lot at 9%. I was thinking on the nuclear family that the cousins. I had interesting cousins.
Yeah,
a few of them were pretty cool. But there were a handful that my life would have been a whole lot better if they weren't around at family reunions. How about you, Andrew?
Well, if I wanted to replace my nuclear family, that'd be one person. So that would say a lot about if I wanted to replace anybody.
Okay. Now, did you seek family approval when you were dating your wife?
Nah.
You didn't seek it?
No, I mean,
61% say they could care less what the family thinks about.
I thought I didn't care what any of my family thought. I mean, it was between me and her. It wasn't between me and them.
Yep. 39% said yes, they wanted to make sure the family liked her. Have you ever dumped a woman because your family didn't approve?
Nope.
But it says 82% said no.
No.
Yeah, only 18% had dumped someone because their family
that's
said
pretty
no.
shallow if you do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, and most of the people that I dated was when I was in college. I mean, that's when I got married to Jill as I was finishing up college. So my family being 800 miles away, never really got to meet any of my girlfriends until I married Jill.
Well, when you live in a small town like Graham and you're dating whoever, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody already knew anyway, so it wasn't really a huge deal.
And if they don't, they'll find out
real fast from somebody, yeah.
All right. Would you go on a road trip with your parents and siblings now?
Yes, because that means, that it's not just going to be my siblings, because it's going to be my nephews and everything. So it's going to be a much bigger family affair that I think I'd really...
Yeah, believe it or not, 58% say gas up the car, let's go.
I would do it if I was getting to drive, if I was getting to pick the destination, if I was getting to control the situation. Other than that, probably not.
Well, you're part of the 42% then that says they'd rather have their toes chewed off by rats. All right. What would a family member have to do for you to disown them?
Oh, man. I mean, I don't know I don't know what it would be.
Well, the lowest at 1% was change religions.
I just pray for them. I wouldn't disown them.
10% would burn through the family money.
Well, don't have to worry about that.
Disrespect the wife or girlfriend.
No, I've done that 13%. Before. I beat my brother up over that.
Yeah. Commit a heinous crime. 14%.
Nah.
Seriously injure another family member out of recklessness. That's the big one, 38%.
Yeah, I don't think I'd disown them. I just might be mad.
I don't think mine is any one particular action. It would more be that they did something destructive that they weren't sorry for. If they weren't sorry about it, that's when I'd have a much bigger problem.
If they change political parties, I might.
If you look out on the field and see 12 players, but there's only 4, it's time to head to Matlock Optical at the Haley Eye Clinic on the 380 bypass. Exams, glasses, contacts, and those stylish sunglasses all in one place. Matlock Optical has years of experience to help your entire family see better. So don't miss a single play. Get to Matlock Optical at the Haley Eye Clinic on the 380 bypass or call them at 549-1621. You've got to see them to call them.
This is Coach Paul Johnston, pastor at Friendship Baptist Church, Albany, Texas. If you're looking for a friendly, laid-back atmosphere to worship Jesus Christ, we invite you to come and attend our services. At the present time, we're doing it at 10:55 every Sunday morning. We are not doing Sunday school right now, and we're still going to live stream it on Facebook. God bless. Know that Jesus loves you.
Okay, Andrew.
All right. So I think what's going on right now is that Kanye West is going off the rails a little bit.
Oh, yeah, big
When did he
time.
start that?
Yeah, and that's actually exactly what Michelle said. She was like, "Are we surprised at all?" And no, we're not. But it seems that he actually has some sort of mental issue going on. And right now, the family is claiming that it is a bipolar episode. So whether or not it is actually bipolar disorder or something else, it seems that he's having a lot of trouble. And right now, he is trying to cut himself off from, well, I would say the Kardashian family, but particularly Kim.
How can he cut himself off? Because he's running for president, right?
He dropped out.
Oh no, he dropped out because he didn't get enough signatures on the petition.
He dropped out of that.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, so he couldn't run for president. But apparently they've got some ranch in Wyoming, I think. And so she's trying to get him to join her in Wyoming so that he can get some help. At least that's what she's saying. I don't really have reason to think otherwise. But there's been very little communication since he left for South Carolina to have a rally. She has gone twice to their ranch when he's been there, but he's refused to see her both times. And it's getting worse because then he has two different Twitter rants that are going off against Kris Jenner, which, Rick, do you remember what we said last week, what he was calling her?
Yeah, Kris Jong-un.
Yeah, Kris Jong-un. So he does not like it. He says that right now he is having a get out situation with his family, which, if you don't know what that is, that's a movie that just recently came out.
Okay, good.
About a black guy who goes to meet his girlfriend is white, and he goes to meet her family, and it turns out it's a bunch of it's a bunch of racists, but we can get it. There's more to it than that. That's a very oversimplified version of the story, but he's claiming that they're trying to have him involuntarily committed, but he's gone off and said some crazy things like Harriet Tubman didn't free any slaves. He got very personal about abortion for some reason. I mean, I am definitely against abortion, but he apparently had some personal feels like abortion is personal against him somehow. So he's going a little crazy, and he just had Justin Bieber visit him the other day, but
that'll help.
But they didn't think that it helped very much when he and his wife came. So anyway, so he's going a little off the rails, and that's what people were noticing. They were a little surprised when he got on this kick. It feels really rude to call it a kick, but on being religious. But some people were already starting to worry a little bit, and then it's gotten really, really bad recently.
Well, seriously, I mean, I don't know. There's just a pattern out there. Any man who gets in the ring of the Kardashians, it doesn't turn out good.
Yeah, it takes your manhood away, doesn't it?
Exactly. That's one of the big ones. But then you got Lamar. Lamar, he ended up flaking out with the Lakers.
I forgot about him.
Went on crack and every kind of drug in the world to get away from it. Now Kanye's losing it. So, I mean, I don't know what it is. There's that Kardashian disease, man. It'll mess with you.
For the perfect gift for a bridal shower or a wedding, we at Jordan Pharmacy are here to help you. You can choose a gift right from their selections. Choose the amount you want to spend. It's so easy. There's no scanning, and we will wrap your gift for you and get it delivered.
Come see us at 1332 Highway 16 South, Graham, Texas, or call us at 940-549-1011.
This is Andrew Jonas from the Hillside Church of Christ with your daily dose of Scripture. This week we're going to be in 1 Samuel chapter 16, verses 1 through 13. Today's verses 1 and 2. Now Yahweh said to Samuel, "How long will you grieve over Saul, since I have rejected him from being king over Israel? Fill your horn with oil and go. I will send you to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have selected a king for myself among his sons." But Samuel said, "How can I go? When Saul hears of it, he will kill me." And Yahweh said, "Take a heifer with you and say, I have come to sacrifice to Yahweh." So God has rejected Saul, who Samuel chose, and Samuel is going to learn a lesson that he didn't learn with Saul in these series of verses. Yahweh says, "I have chosen a king for myself." This is God's nation, and it's his right to choose, and Samuel has to trust that God will make the right choice. And when he's not really trusting in God the way he ought to, God gives him a plausible excuse to calm him and help him go and do his will. If you want to find a group of people who are trusting in the Lord with what He has told us to do, then please come and find us at the Hillside Church of Christ. Sunday mornings at 10, Wednesday evenings at 7. Hillside, a church in Christ alone.
The coronavirus has changed so much, but even with the closed businesses, layoffs, and stay-at-home guidelines, you can actually start technical training online at NCTC. Better jobs and higher pay come with certificates, credits, and degrees from NCTC. Our campus is closed for now, but you can stay home and get ahead with e-learning from Graham. See us online at 2020.nctc.edu or call 940-521-0720.
Okay, it's... Whoops. You know what that was?
A buzz.
Yesterday, during the Texas Rangers ball club, during the game, I came in to do alignments on everything. So our friend Michelle Graham is in the studio this morning, and her microphone has a tone generator on it, and I flipped it over into tone generation so that I could set levels. So I did not put it back. So when I went to turn your microphone on, that's all we got.
Oh, well, sorry.
So everybody enjoy that test tone.
At least you know you're not tone deaf.
Oh, boy. Rick will be here all week.
That's right. I got them all day long.
All right. You have some sports trivia for us today?
Yes, today in sports history, I got a few things for you. Three kind of deals going on. This one, first one, I think is kind of cool because this kind of stuff don't happen all the time. I'm talking about planets aligning. Nolan Ryan, Steve Carlton, and Gaylord Perry all reached 3,500 strikeouts.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
All three of them on the same day. This one, you probably remember this one, Tim, and I don't think Andrew was born yet. But the Houston Astros went on the longest road trip in Major League Baseball history. 26 days to make room for the Republican convention down in Houston.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was a long road trip. And on this day in 1996, a bomb exploded at Olympic Park in Atlanta, Georgia. And one was killed and 110 were hurt.
Did you ever see that movie, Jewel?
I have seen parts of it.
Oh, you got to watch it.
But I've heard it's pretty amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
And talk about ruining somebody's life on innuendos and prejudgments. It was really sad. Yep.
And that's your day in sports history.
Okay, so I have a theme song for you that we're going to have tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, so stick around for that one. Tomorrow morning, you'll have a theme to go with your sports.
All right.
Looking forward to it?
Looking forward.
All right. Hey, we're going to have our statistics being brought to us by Thrive Physical Therapy.
Social distancing doesn't mean you have to suffer in pain. Thrive Physical Therapy is open and ready to help you feel better in a safe environment. If having your therapist wearing a mask frightens you, we have tele-rehab available. Give us a call at 940-521-0800 to determine your best option. We are proud to have served Graham and the surrounding areas for 10 years. Thrive Physical Therapy, helping you do more of what you live for.
Okay, here we go with things that the statistics know. Things you need to know is next hour.
That's right. That's next hour.
You know, I really was sleeping good when the alarm went off today. I really was. I got up and I go, wow, it's already Monday. Here it is. Anyway, you're drinking your coffee. I notice you're in your Kiss cup today.
Yes, I had to do my backup because I couldn't find my other one.
Hold that up to the camera. Pull that one up.
I couldn't find my other one.
Yeah.
So I had to do my backup Kiss coffee cup.
Yes. Do you know where your other one was?
Yes, it was here at the station.
Yes.
After I got here, I found out where it was.
And Friday afternoon, I washed it out for you.
I appreciate that very much.
You're very welcome. It's in the kitchen.
Been kind of skunky, if not.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Stats with your coffee. Andrew, anything back there? What are you drinking this morning?
Actually, I am not drinking anything. Usually I have a bottle of water, but nothing this morning.
I have my McDonald's unsweet tea, as always. All right, here we go. 20% of workers say the temperature at the workplace makes them less productive. Now, Caribbean has a heater under her desk because we like to keep it around 70 degrees in here.
Yeah, but Caribbean's like, what, 23 pounds?
Yeah, something like that.
Soaking wet.
Yeah. So she's got a heater under her desk. Now, Michelle is wearing a hoodie of some sort. Oh, I guess you got that while you were on vacation.
Yes, I did.
All right. So are you comfortable in here or is it too cold?
I really am comfortable, but whenever I have to wake up really early in the morning, I always put on a hoodie.
Okay.
It just helps me feel like I'm still in bed because it's comfortable. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's what we need, Rick.
I didn't think about that one.
All right, more statistics for you this morning. Almost 20% of women have kept a fender bender secret from their husbands. Now, the closest that's ever happened in my life was my mom backed out of the driveway. Dad had come home from work early, went into the bedroom to go to bed because he had one of those overnight shifts or something at American Airlines. So he went to bed early, and Mom didn't realize that he had parked behind. And so Mom backs in and just wipes out the door. And by the way, it was a 64 Chevy SS.
Ooh.
Yeah, a two-door.
Tank.
Yeah. So, and she hit it with the Dodge Dart Swinger. Woo. And backed into it. Now, she didn't hurt the Dodge Dart Swinger, but she crunched the heck out of the 64 SS, which was his dad's car before he died. So, to make a long story short, Mom said, just let him sleep. We're not going to tell him anything.
There you go.
We're not going to tell him anything until he wakes up and has had dinner. All right. 40% of women have admitted to throwing a shoe at someone when they were really angry.
Oh, my mom and my grandma both had done that at me.
Shoe. I think the worst thing Stacy's ever thrown at me was a baked potato because I made some comment about, I think it was, what was the response? It was out in Tucson. I remember that. But I made some crack about more potatoes or something like that. And she goes, well, here, fix it the way you want it. So,
my mom threw a knife at me one time when I was a kid because I really made her mad.
Yeah.
And the maddest I think I ever saw her get is that she was on a cordless phone ironing clothes. I walked in at age 16 with a ticket in my back pocket, and she threw that cordless phone at me.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that.
You ever throw anything?
I have never thrown anything.
Good for you.
Just
Keep
wait
it
one
up.
of these days.
Maybe when I
Andrew?
have children.
I have never thrown anything, and my mother has never thrown anything. Jill has never thrown anything, at least not in anger. I mean, obviously they've tossed me things, but no, never thrown anything at me in anger.
I can tell you a really funny story about Sonia, and I shouldn't tell this, but it's really funny. She got mad at me one time because I was washing dishes. I made some kind of wisecrack.
Yeah.
So she picked up a pot plant, and then she realized it was going to make a big mess. So she put it back down after she picked it up, and then she picked up her purse and realized, no, I don't want to mess my purse up. So she started digging through her purse and found a pen and threw it at me.
Now that's control.
And I was just dying laughing. I couldn't quit laughing.
Yeah.
Which just makes it worse, right? She wants to throw something at you worse.
I know.
All right. In a recent survey, people said that cracking knuckles is the most annoying person a person can do. That's a bad habit.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I don't mind it. It feels good when I do it. I don't care if
Does yours crack real loud though?
I kind of feel like they do, but I don't know.
I'm going to try it. I used to make them pop really loud. I'm probably going to break my fingers, but let's see what it sounds like.
There you go.
How was that? That's fair. It didn't hurt.
It gives me the Willie Nelsons, man. I just
You know what they say that is in there?
Gas?
I asked Dr. Bob. Yeah, it's gas.
gas.
It's like your fingers tooting from the inside.
That's the medical term for it, right?
Is that it? According to a recent survey, some hiring employers were so impressed by Facebook pages that they became part of the hiring decision.
Yeah, that's a big deal nowadays.
Oh, it's big time big. In fact, I told my son one day, I knew he was going to be looking for a position, and he had something that was a little bit political on there. And I said, you're going into Travis County. I think you should probably evaluate that. And he goes, oh, thanks, Dad.
I'll tell you something else. Colleges.
Yes.
Look at those Twitter pages and those things too. And if you're up for like a scholarship or something like that, you better be careful what you tweeted or you put on Facebook because they're looking at that stuff.
Yeah. All right. The obituary report from Bill and Satterwhite Funeral Home coming up next.
From helping with the service of a loved one, assisting with pre-planning for your own service, or choosing a monument to honor you or your loved one, Our experienced and courteous staff will help you with compassion and integrity. At McMillan Satterwhite Funeral Home, we're always available to assist you and your family in your greatest time of need. Visit us at Cliff Drive in the 380 Bypass in Graham, or you can call 940-549-3773. There are no obituaries to pass along today on the Positive Radio Network.
This is Becky Richardson, owner and operator of Beyond Faith Hospice of Graham. When a life-limiting illness no longer responds to treatment, one option is hospice. Hospice is a special concept of care designed to provide comfort and support to patients and their families during this time. At Beyond Faith Hospice, you'll find a team of qualified caring physicians, counselors, skilled nursing, and more with services including volunteer visits and bereavement care. If you're faced with this decision, call for a free consultation today, 940-521-9915, and we'll answer any questions you might have on hospice care. Beyond Faith Hospice, a step above believing that love makes the difference.
Hi, this is Pastor Dwayne Barnett. Graham Church of God invites you and your family to come and worship with us. Service starts Sunday morning at 9:45 for Sunday school. Sunday worship is at 10:30 a.m. Wednesday we meet at 7 o'clock p.m. and we offer something for the whole family. We offer senior adult ministries, ladies ministries, youth and children's ministries as well. Transportation is also available for all services. No matter who you are or where you have been in life, you are always welcome to join us. Please come worship with the Graham Church of God at 1417 Remington Street, where all are welcome. Graham Church of God, a church more concerned about your future than your past.
Okay, I got to say good morning to Kelly, Melanie, Tracy, and Dan.
All right.
Hey, Dan McMillan's tuned in this morning for the obituary report.
Dan the man.
Yes. He ought to be singing this morning, I ain't got nobody.
Oh, my God.
No, there's no, there's no,
I know,
there's nothing on the obituary
that's so
report.
sad.
You like that, though?
That is so sad.
Hey, Andrew liked it.
Yeah.
We're just
All right.
firing off terrible jokes.
We really are. It's
Bad
Monday
joke
jokes. All right, what'd you have, Rick?
I got a question I saw yesterday when I was doing some show prep, and it's asked this question. I thought, okay, and everybody out there, you can think on this. You can post something on a Facebook page if you'd like.
Okay.
But if they were to do a movie about your life, who would you like to be the star of that movie?
Ooh. Hey, Andrew, you can go first on this one. Who would you want to be the star?
Okay. I would want, I'll tell you who my wife would want to play me. She would want Chris Evans to play me so that she could be her in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it works that way.
I think Andrew and Thor. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I think Andrew's dreaming. What do you think? All right. Do you remember that TV series with Dom DeLuise's son?
Dom DeLuise's son.
Yeah, it was a TV series about a bunch of undercover cops that went back to high school. And it didn't last very long. It only lasted like 2 or 3 years. But I always thought that guy was, kind of my build, and I could see him playing me.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, but
David DeLuise, Peter DeLuise, or Michael DeLuise?
Oh, I think it was Peter DeLuise.
Peter.
If he was in...
Peter DeLuise was in 21 Jump Street.
That's it. That's the show.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, what does he look like now?
53 years old.
Yeah, how bad does he look?
He's...
Yeah, that when he didn't age, when I was thin, and around that time that show was running, yeah, he would have been able to play me pretty easy. All right, how about you, Michelle?
So I've been thinking really hard on this one, and I don't know who would play me, but I know who would play my love interest. Joshua Bassett.
Oh, brother. Hey.
He's a cutie.
See, that's all she was thinking about.
Yeah.
It's like, who can I have on
the
screen here? Yeah.
All right, Rick, who's it going to be?
Kevin James.
Yes. I can see that.
Kevin James from TV and movies like that. I think him and I are like brothers from another mother or something.
That works pretty well. Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Hey, there's Brian out there. We'll ask him that question here in a little bit, too.
Yeah, we'll get him in here in just a little bit. We have Graham Healthcare and Urgent Care bringing us our birthdays and anniversaries.
Graham Healthcare and Urgent Care is a primary and urgent care facility featuring nurse practitioners Carrie Bullard and Rachel Creel, Dr. Aaron Purdy, pediatric nurse practitioner Samantha Purdy, who specializes in well or sick child care and even ear piercing, plus nurse practitioner Kelly Lee for dermatology needs. Graham Urgent Care, 1005 State Highway 16 South in Graham, is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. with Dr. Purdy or Dr. Johnson.
All right, boys and girls, we got quite a list today of birthdays, Sunday and Monday. For your Sunday birthdays, I want to wish my buddy Chris Baca a very happy birthday. Also, James Armstrong, Amanda Stevens, and a good friend of the station also is Beth Gober.
Hey, Beth.
Having a birthday yesterday. Easton Wolf having a birthday. Pal Newsom, along with John Nail and Lynn Bernhardt, all having birthdays on Sunday.
All right.
Your Monday birthdays look like this. Cindy Parker having a birthday, along with Dana Loomis, Gay Cushenberry, and Kim Birdwell, all having birthdays.
Oh,
on this
NCTC
Monday.
Kim.
And an anniversary. Want to wish a very happy 50th anniversary to Don and Glenda Reeves.
Hey, congratulations. All right, looking at famous birthdays for July the 27th. That would be 7/27/20. It's got a ring to it anyway.
Kinda.
1931, Jerry Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him from Coach?
I love Jerry. He was funny. He was the first time I ever saw him was on the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he did a couple bit parts on there and funny stuff.
1939, sportscaster Irv Cross.
Oh, yes.
He's 81 years old today.
CBS Sports.
1944, Bobby Gentry. Remember her Ode to Billy Joe?
Oh, yeah.
She's 76 years old today. One of those one-hit wonders. 1948, a figure skater by the name of Peggy Fleming.
Big time.
72 years old. Wow. 1949, Maureen McGovern, one-hit wonder. What do you think it is? Remember? Hold on. He's thinking.
I can't remember.
There's got to be a morning after.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah, from the
earworm.
The Poseidon Adventure.
Yes.
And last but not least, Maya Rudolph from Saturday Night Live fame. She was born in 1972. She's 48 years old today.
Very talented and a very talented mother.
All right. We're going to come back in just a few seconds, and we're going to be talking to Brian Ray. And then we also have Rock Bottom Barbecue's off-the-wall news.
That's right.
Graham Psychological Associates is your home for counseling and psychological testing. We have 2 licensed psychologists and 3 licensed professional counselors. We offer individual and family counseling sessions for adults and children. We accept most insurance coverages and do not require a physician's referral. We now offer both in-person sessions and video sessions.
Graham Psychological Associates, located at 617 3rd Street. Give them a call at 940-549-2259.
And let us help you become the person you want to be.
It's time once again for Off the Wall News, being brought to us by Rock Bottom Barbecue, 3rd Street, right across the street from the Graham Independent School District offices. And guess what? Today is CrossFit Bowl.
Today is a day of CrossFit Bowl. And I tell you what, those things are amazing because you can get them any way you want them. You can get the rice and the bean. I guess that'd be your foundation that you want to put. You get the black bean or the pinot beans. And then you got to just a plethora of combinations that you can put on it. You can put the beef, you can put the pork, you can put the sausage, you get the chicken. Then on top of that, you got any of those sauces, and you can mix all the sauces together. You got pico de gallo, and you can walkerize it, and Tim will pick up the tab on that.
Absolutely. We had somebody make me pay on Friday. Was that you?
That was me.
I thought that was you. Yeah. He sent me a text of the picture of what he was eating, and I noticed the walkerization was there, so you did ask for it correctly.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I do recommend this. Now, this is good. If you give it a shot, and I know it sounds weird, but get the avocado and the Diablo mixed.
I haven't tried the two of those together.
It's a sweet and it's kind of a sweet and sour taste. It's a little bit hot, a little bit of sweet. It's really good. But get that, Walkerize that, put your protein on it, man, oh man. And it's also very inexpensive. You can buy the whole office set.
Okay, so our buddy Andrew learned the hard way on Friday about calling ahead. I witnessed the whole thing happening. So I walk in and I ask Andrew, who's on the phone, and says, "What are you up to?" And Andrew says, "Oh, I'm trying to get ribs over at Rock Bottom Barbecue." Nicole put him on hold.
Uh-oh.
While she had him on hold, she sold the last of the ribs. Adios, amigo.
But here's the thing. I wasn't just on hold. I was on hold for 20 minutes.
It's a busy place, man.
It was a very busy place. So you got to make sure that you get a hold of them and obviously get in there is probably better than going on hold on the phone.
Well, when they say, let me put you on hold, say, no, I need ribs. That's what you got to do.
Hey, I tell you what, just don't tell them you're Brian Ray. They'll hang up on you.
Yeah, so that means that you had, okay, if my timing is correct, when I came in back from the post office, it was 11:45-ish.
Yes.
So you had just gotten put on hold.
Yep.
And then you picked up a little bit before noon. So see, that keeps the average for Rock Bottom Barbecue at running out of ribs at about 11:45.
11:45.
Don't mess around.
That's right.
Here's the number if you want to call ahead, 940-550-3000. Rock Bottom Barbecue. Today it's CrossFit Bowl, only $7.
That's right.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not.
Off the wall news.
Okay, this is what happens when you get a bunch of nerds together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Kent, England, a woman suffered a life-threatening injury while taking part in a rehearsal of a Viking reenactment program. She had her neck accidentally sliced by a guy practicing his Viking sword moves. The woman, dressed in full Viking garb, was airlifted to King's College Hospital in London and received treatment. Also received treatment at the scene. While the injuries were quite serious, initial reports indicate the woman will make a full recovery. So here's the deal, guys. When you're going to go out and you're going to be playing swords and stuff, bring the fake swords. Don't bring the real ones. Just a little tip here from the Positive Radio Network.
Literally.
Yes.
A little tip. I know. I got to cut it out. All right. Our good friend Brian Ray from Graham Psychological Associates right here in Graham. You're right over on 3rd Street.
Yes, sir.
Easy to get to.
Block and a half away.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask you, with everything going on in this world, Rick actually pointed this out. How are people behaving that have to work from home and live with others during the day that they normally would be away from?
Well, I would assume people are arguing a lot more with their family, people that they're around all the time, because the more you're around someone, the more irritating they get.
Mm-hmm. So you think those, then I guess I ask the question, how do you get around it where you don't turn it into an incident? Okay, I'm just going to tell you flat out, Stacy has totally messed up my routine. It's gone. It's out the door. Stacy's working from home because when we had the big epidemic go crazy back in March, they said at the state, we would prefer you working at home if you have a good internet connection. Well, we do. And it worked out perfect for her. But I noticed that when I like to head home for lunch and throw in my little siesta, that's really kind of going out the door now.
Exactly. And because she has things planned for you when you get home.
Yes, or I can't make too much noise, or I have to clean up my mess. I don't have a time period before 5 when she's at home. She wants it cleaned up as I finish eating or whatever I'm doing. So, yes, it's messing up my routine. So I might be a little bit testy about that.
Well, now, I've been married for 24 years now.
Okay.
And I have found the more time I spend at home, the more things I should do that she wants me to do. That's the best way to cut down on the arguments.
Okay.
So if she wants you to clean up your mess, you should clean up your mess. If you don't want to argue with her, that would be the key. Is it's her home. She's letting you visit, so you should be a generous guest too. Yeah, see?
Well, I was thinking, Brian, I was thinking about like the psychological effect. Let's say you got a mom at home. She's having to do her job, and I mean, jobs are tough. You have to do that. Plus, you're having to teach your kids because they're online schooling. What are the long-term psychological effects, I guess, on a person that's having to do their job and have to watch their kids, having to run a household, all that stuff at the same time, plus on the kids having to do all that stuff, not being away from being with teachers and stuff?
We found a lot of kids that had trouble when they did the homeschool at the end of last year. There's kids that are not used to doing that kind of work at home. They think of school as where we do that, and when we're home we can play, and they don't want to do it when they're at home. And so trying to set up a new routine or trying to set up a new set of rules when you're at the house and when you're there a lot of the time with different people than you were at work, like you're saying, Stacy is not around her coworkers when she's at home. And so the rules that we generally, when I go to the office, I put on my outside face. I act a lot nicer than I do when I'm at home. I get along with people a lot better. But when I'm working from home, I tend to act like I'm at home, and I let my guard down, and I do things that are less kind, less tolerant of other people. Yeah. And so what we really need to do in those situations is we have to on purpose practice acting like we're out in public. And we have to work on controlling our temper. We have to work on taking a deep breath and thinking before we say something. But it's more an attitude that you go into it with, where you go into the attitude of, I'm home from work and I'm tired and I don't want to be nice to people. You have to go into that house with the attitude of, I'm still going to put on that outside face for the people that live here.
Okay.
What about, let's say you got a couple and one is able to work outside the home, the other one's not, and then when those two worlds collide at, let's say, 5 PM.
I think a real key to that is whoever has been able to get out, they've kind of had the enjoyment of being around some other people and doing some things. You need to get with that person who's left at home. I'm sorry, I forget to look at the camera. I get to looking at Rick, and there's not a camera above Rick looking at me. Those people have had some outside time. The person that's been stuck in that house really needs to get out and do something. And so finding some way to go out and walk around the block or take your dog for a walk or do something with that person so that they get some time away from being in the house and being in the same spot where they've been working out of, maybe the office at the house. Get them busy doing something so that it breaks up their routine during the day as well.
All right. Well, I was just kind of one of the long-term effects of these kind of things because, I know my wife worked at home for just a little while, but then she went back to the office. She couldn't stand it being there. And I was thinking, man, these folks are having to, teach their kids online and all this stuff. There's got to be some long-term, or I guess short-term effects, more long-term, short-term effects on families.
Yeah, we haven't been doing it long enough to know the long-term effects. But the short-term effects, I've seen a lot more anxiety. People are coming in, they're much more anxious. And I think that's because they've been kind of trapped all day, stuck in one place and stuck around the same group of people.
Oh, wow.
So you see a lot of anxiety, a lot of short tempers, a lot of irritability. It's just a difficult situation that we really haven't had to practice most of our lives, and so it's a new set of skills that we're having to learn.
Goodness.
How do we get a hold of you, Brian? And by the way, this is Psyched Up on Y100 and B104.1 FM. Brian Ray from Graham Psychological Associates. How do you get a hold of you?
940-549-2259.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You want to hang around for Today in History?
Sure.
All right.
We have raised our hopes and our cities high. We have followed fragile dreams, but only one could take the measure of our goals. And we've stumbled over the trials of life, and we've wrestled the unseen, but only one can calm the storm inside our souls. Rest for
wanted to do something about the road closure.
Yes.
What's happening there?
If you're coming downtown, we've got a water leak over here on 4th Street between Oak and Elm. They've got it closed off right now to repair that leak. So if you're coming up either Elm or Oak, either way, 4th Street between Elm and Oak is closed. So just be aware of that. Best place to do is park inside the square if you're wanting to do any business over here.
All right. And you wanted to chime in on Oak Street.
Yes, I had a great idea after we went to the break there. But if you've been spending too much time at home and need something to do, Oak Street is having a Promise Keepers meeting this weekend. Starts Friday night, I believe.
Yeah, dinner's at 5 and the actual event starts at 6.
That's right.
And then it's again on Saturday morning. They have a breakfast, I think at 8, and then at 9 they'll start it again.
And if you're not familiar with Promise Keepers, they're a great organization. They're Christian-based, but not denominational-based, and it's a wonderful program. I've been to several of them before, and so if you need something to do this weekend, it's a great idea.
Okay, looking forward to it. And we have some Today in History. Lisa Kincaid's in the studio with us. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yep.
Sorry.
I shouldn't have put you on the spot.
You did.
I did. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do some Today in History.
Today in History.
All right, on this date in 1789, this is also the year that the president was elected, they put together, Congress actually established the Department of Foreign Affairs. It was the forerunner of the State Department.
On this day?
On this date.
I wonder I want to know who the first Secretary of State was.
Don't know.
Are you talking about ever?
Ever.
Like
yeah,
in,
this
in
is
American
like,
history?
1780.
Thomas Jefferson. He was the Secretary of State for George Washington.
Look at this guy.
Golly.
I was going to say that, but Andrew beat me.
I knew that too.
1866, the Atlantic Telegraph Cable is successfully completed 1,686 miles. The first one worked for about one call, and that was it. They turned up the voltage too high, and whatever they had pop, it finished it off. 1940, the cartoon character Bugs Bunny makes his official debut as part of the Warner Brothers animated short, A Wild Hare.
A Wild Hare, yes, I remember that.
All right. In music history, on this date in 1955, Chuck Berry's first hit record, Maybelline, enters the R&B charts. And then here's one from Trini Lopez. Top 40 charts, 1963, If I Had a Hammer.
Oh, man.
Remember that? No?
No.
Y'all don't know this one?
That one kind of goes with that roller skate song.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. If I had a nail, I'd nail all day.
Yeah.
I think it was
catchy.
something like that. Yeah, well, like I said, I was a little kid. I would have been 3 years old when this came out. So obviously that was one of those earworms.
Folk music and marijuana are not two good things to be putting together.
Now, let's get up into my high school years. 1974, Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner enters the U.S. Top 40 chart.
You know where they got their name at, Leonard Skinner?
Yes, the principal.
He was a janitor.
No. He was the assistant principal.
Assistant principal?
He was the one that distributed the licks.
I thought it was pretty cool. That's where they got their name from.
Yeah, this assistant principal that used to give him a hard time, and he was also a coach. And yeah, he ended up giving him licks all the time, and they thought, well, they just messed with him a little bit. But of course, according to Walter Cronkite, it was Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Lynyrd Skynyrd?
Oh. Yeah, when they had their plane crashed, and he goes, 3 members of Lynyrd Skynyrd died.
Well, he was America's newsman.
That he was. He didn't make those mistakes very often. There was nothing else. It's really kind of dead. Gloria Estefan's Gloria is certified gold in 1998.
Oh, boy.
So that's about it. All right. Anything else? Come on, chime in here.
Since you're on entertainment news, we got a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
I've got 3 big entertainment deaths over the weekend. We had
Really?
3 die over the weekend. Olivia de Havilland passed away at the age of 104 from natural causes.
Wasn't she in Gone with the Wind?
Gone with the Wind. She played Millie in Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
And also Regis Philbin. Passed away at the age of 88 from heart problems. And Regis Philbin is in the Guinness Book of World Records, has the most hours on television than any other person in television history. And then last but not least, this guy, you probably don't know his name, but you've seen him a million times. John Saxon passed away at the age of 83. John Saxon was in Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Kung Fu, Falcon Crest, The Virginian, Enter the Dragon, The $6 Million Man, The Bionic Woman, Wonder Woman, Starsky and Hutch, Dynasty, and also A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
And he was in a bunch of other stuff too, but we could be here all day long talking about him. But he died over the weekend. If you saw his picture, you go, oh, that guy. And also, coming up, one last thing. The show about an outbreak has been shut down by a real outbreak till 2021. The Walking Dead, supposed to debut in October, has been pushed back to 2021. A&E decided to cancel also because of the live PD show. Well, because of that, they took a 53% hit on their viewers.
Oh, so people wanted to still see it.
Yeah. Well, they've dropped to 53% of their viewers because they decided to cancel live PD. So there's your entertainment news for the day.
Also, Rick, didn't Olivia de Havilland play Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind?
Oh, it just says it says she played Millie Hamilton in Gone with the Wind.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't
think that's right.
She played Scarlett O'Hara.
Okay.
I think that's who it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
I'm just looking up on our bio yesterday.
Okay. All right. Brian Ray, thank you for hanging around.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Lisa Kincaid will be back in just a few seconds after the newscast with our chamber update.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Senate Republican plan for more coronavirus financial relief is expected to be announced this afternoon.
A major sticking point with Democrats remains extending expanded unemployment benefits. Senator Lindsey Graham told Sunday Morning Futures,
our goal is to give you 70% of the money you lost by being unemployed, not to give you a pay raise in unemployment. We've got to fix that.
The Republican plan will likely include money to help schools reopen and lawsuit protections for schools and businesses.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. One person is hurt in a shooting about a block from the ongoing protests in Portland, Oregon. 2 people are arrested.
The scene was chaotic from the start as dozens of people were around at the time, and the crowd was at times hostile toward those police officers who responded. Witnesses say this all started when a scuffle broke out in the protest area. Several people told us they heard 2 gunshots.
Fox 12 Oregon's Kendra Kent. America's listening to Fox News.
PositiveRadio.net, KBLY Newcastle, Graham, Possum Kingdom Lake, and KCKB Moran, Breckenridge.
That's the theme from Dallas. We're playing that because Digger Barnes, a guy by the name of Keenan Wynn, was born on this date, 1916. He passed away in 1986. So I vaguely remember him. But anyway, there's some more birthdays for July the 27th on Y100 and B104.1 FM. Did you want to correct yourself?
Well, just a big thank you to everybody that sent in the let us know. Vivian Lee was Scarlett O'Hara.
That's right.
Olivia de Havilland played Millie. I guess it was.
I think the cousin.
One of her relatives.
Yeah, I think it was Scarlett's cousin. Is that right, Andy?
Yes, Melanie is the name, which is one of the. That's actually who my mother is named after.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what that was. So, but yeah, it was Vivian Lee playing Scarlett O'Hara.
Is that your phone?
No, it's hers.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I had the sound turned off. Sorry.
No.
Difficulties.
Well, that's Caribby, by the way.
Morning.
Yeah,
Caribby's here.
Come on in. Starving for attention, aren't you?
No, not at all. I like to see the comments that everyone's making on the video.
Yeah, I got those too. Who else was it? We need to say hello to. Oh, your mom's chiming in, by the way.
Yes.
You see your mom up there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, in Master Control, Andy's got the big screen up, and he can read the letters a whole lot easier than we can off our phones.
Mission control.
Yeah, I'm sitting looking at my bifocals and all this stuff. Trying to, what is that?
And I don't have my glasses this morning, so I definitely need them on the big screen right now.
All right, we have Lisa Kincaid from the Graham Chamber of Commerce. And how are you this week? Did you have a good weekend?
I did. It was really good.
Good deal. And so what do you have for us this week? What's the update?
Well, what we have coming up, am I not sorry?
Just a little bit closer. You're good.
Okay. What I have coming up is Teacher Appreciation is next Friday.
Right.
So we are going to start getting all of the goodie bags together. So anybody who wants to donate anything to put in the goodie bags, pens, business cards, Post-it notes, whatever, if we can get those into the office this week, that would be great.
Okay.
And then if, giveaways, raffle prizes, all of that, we need to get all that together this week. And then we will have the Teacher Appreciation shopping spree next Friday morning. And then we also have Possum Pedal coming up the next Saturday, so we have that ready. We have one Rest Stop sponsorship available, and then if you want to register for Possum Pedal, we have that registration open. It's going to be online registration only, so there's no morning of registration this year. Everyone needs to please pre-register. So it's online and up and ready to go.
If a business wants to donate for the bags, for the teachers, the goodie bags, how many items do they need?
400.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. And you know what's sad is I used to be able to just load up with all the Rangers stuff, and then we would try to give away a suite. Nothing. Rangers didn't give us anything this year.
Right. Well, in the goodie bags, usually we put just like pens or, little things like that. And then the giveaways, we're doing like, $25 value gifts, something like that, because we're going to try to just give those smaller raffle prizes this year.
Okay. The best thing, First Baptist Church last year just loaded everybody up with
They did.
And wasn't that great?
Yeah, and they're going to be doing something like that again. So.
Well, it's worked out really well for us. But that was Christian's. He actually got that from Stephanie and brought it into the studio, and we still have half a bottle of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were great.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that put great stuff like that in the goodie bags. So.
All right. Are we missing anything else?
I think that's what we've got right now.
Okay, Possum Pedal still on. I know Brian asked you about it.
Possum Pedal is still on. We're going to do it a little different. We're going to have a flexible start, so people can start anywhere between 7 and 9 that morning. We'll just have like a information table set up where you can come grab your routes, grab your bracelet, and just go start. So that way we're not all starting at the exact same time. But
okay.
Yeah, we're going to be there too.
Yeah, the CMA.
That's right. CMA will be there to help out and guide. And if anybody crashes and burns, we'll be there to help them out. And last year, what was kind of wild is that I was coming up Newcastle Highway, and there was a young lady pushing her bike. And so I pulled over and asked her how she did. She said, "I'm good." She said, "I just can't ride anymore." So she walked her bike all the way from Lake Graham back to Graham. Wow. And so I followed her all the way in to make sure she didn't get sick or something, on the way in, because it was pretty warm on that day. So, we're glad to get to help out. We're glad to get to help out with that because we can be, there's a whole bunch of us. We can be up and down the highway real fast and check on people. So if you plan on joining and you feel like, well, maybe I don't want, because of the safety aspect of it, the Chamber's done a great job about keeping everybody safe as far as, social distancing. Plus, we'll be out there to help out too.
All right.
Our SAG drivers out there as well, helping y'all. So there's plenty of people out watching. So.
All right. Anything else? We got everything covered?
I think we're good.
All right, Lisa, you want to hang around for a little bit of trivia?
Sure.
She texted me Friday, and she says, "I'm throwing softball questions to Grant Ingram. That hers are tougher."
Are easier.
Well, they're for a fifth grader.
We get the fifth grade stuff, and this is the tough stuff here.
See, we already know you could answer all those fifth grade questions.
I did know them.
Getting your vehicle is a smart investment. And did you ever stop to think about what you could do with the money you save by not trading your vehicle in every few years? There are family vacations, college for the kids, and of course, retirement. So even if your engine or transmission fails, there's the money-saving option of keeping your car, truck, van, or SUV running like new. Ask us about the remanufactured products from Jasper Engines and Transmissions. They're backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile parts and labor nationwide warranty. It's a smart investment. Call Highsmith Automotive today at 940-521-0294.
All right, I just saw something on the Facebook stream. We're doing the Facebook Live video. Your mom, Melanie, Andrew, said that she was named after the Melanie.
Yes, from Gone with the Wind.
There you go. Had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, so we're ready for a little bit of true or false. Oh, you got to do the weather because we just ran the spot.
Right.
Yeah, you want to do the weather?
I thought I might do the weather.
Yeah,
real
go ahead and do the
fast.
weather.
Hey, let everybody know today it's going to be mostly sunny. High around 96 today with that southwest wind up around 10. Now, looking at tonight, we've got a chance of rain after 10 o'clock tonight. A slight chance, but a chance nevertheless. Mostly cloudy, low around 75 tonight. Now, tomorrow, we're looking at 30% chance of rain, mostly cloudy. High of only 90 tomorrow, so get out the sweaters. Man, oh, man. Southeast winds up around 5 to 10 miles an hour. We're going to drop down to 74 Tuesday night. We still got a chance of rain on Wednesday with a high around 94. So we do have chances of rain. Tim's shoulder is ringing in, so
Yes.
we should get a little bit of rain. Today we're looking at currently 70% humidity, and we're going to have a moderate level of UV problems today. So if you're working outside, you probably want to put some sunscreen on. We've got south-southwest winds at 4 miles an hour, and we've got clear skies at the moment. Temperatures around the area, the hot spot is over in Eastland at 78 degrees. We've got Breckenridge coming in at 77, and Graham, Texas, USA, 74 degrees.
Okay, before we get going, Lisa, have you heard the new spot that Carissa recorded on Friday?
I heard it.
You got it? Because I've got it up if you want. You want to hear it again?
Sure.
Let's listen again. Here's Carissa De La Cruz.
Graham businesses have struggled, adapted, and continued to serve this community during the COVID pandemic. The Graham Chamber of Commerce exists to support, promote, and encourage local commerce. We are so thankful for our strong membership base and amazing community support, and we are proud of our members. If you are looking for a partner to help promote your business, provide you with networking opportunities, assist with educational resources, training opportunities, and more, please contact the Graham Chamber of Commerce at 940-549-3355 or visit our website at www.grahamtexas.net. We offer flexible payment schedules and a tiered structure to ensure that you can find the best fit for your business. We also welcome people to join as an individual member, which helps to support the chamber and support local commerce.
She does a pretty good job, doesn't she?
Does do a good job.
Great
That was good stuff. Okay, we have our true or false segment. I'm going to jump in with a little bit of music here for you. All right, you ready? I'm going to try to give you a little bit better questions because, lately it's been tough, and even for me. I don't know if that came out right. But
What are you saying?
I'm saying I was reading these and going, oh, these are really tough.
I'm going to stay over and let him dig that hole.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you're smarter than us?
No, I didn't come out that way. 1 in every 5 TV viewers watch 3 or more shows at once. Is that true or false?
I'd say true for guys.
What do you think?
I don't watch more than one at once.
I don't either.
What about you, Andrew?
Okay, could you repeat that? I'm not sure.
1 in every 5 TV viewers watch 3 or more shows at once.
I can't do that. I don't have the kind of mental capacity for that.
Believe it or not, it says yes.
Yes, because what you do is like you'll start watching. Let's say you're watching The Office. Okay.
Yeah.
Commercial comes on. You turn over to ESPN. You're watching a little commercial comes on. You go to another one. Then you go back to The Office.
We're finding out Rick's favorite shows.
I'm telling you, man, this is how it works. Yeah.
It's like ADD on TV.
Yes, I don't have the attention span.
Well, guys
Yeah, I don't either.
they're
Me
not.
neither.
They're looking for. I mean, it's not. We're not watching what we're watching. We're watching what we're missing.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Men are hunters.
Yes.
Okay, this one is interesting. I'm going to try to keep it simple here. Sneezy of the 7 Dwarfs was originally called Jumpy. Is that true or false? Sneezy was originally to be called Jumpy.
That sounds weird enough to be true, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
I would say false.
I say false.
Andrew?
Yeah, false.
Nope, it's true.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I had no earthly idea. Former First Lady Barbara Bush came up with the anti-drug slogan, "Just say no."
No, that is false. I know who it was.
Everybody?
That's false.
False.
100% false.
Yes. Who was it?
Nancy Reagan.
Yes, it was. All right, very good. The Titans is the most common high school team nickname in the country.
Nope.
Yeah, that's false too.
That's false.
I wouldn't think so, no.
Okay, you've got it right. Now, would you like extra credit and guess what it is?
Bulldogs.
Only in Texas, it's Eagles.
Eagles, really?
Eagles everywhere else.
Yeah, Bulldogs in Texas.
Yeah, Bulldogs for sure.
Yeah.
There's no question. But across the country, it's the Eagles.
There you go.
That makes sense.
That's a good. That's a good rock group to be named after.
That's right.
Have you seen? Oh, which one is it that died? The son that's filling in.
Don Henley.
No. Don Henley's fine.
No, not Don. It's,
Glenn Fry.
Yeah, Glenn Fry
just died. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, his son is phenomenal.
I know.
It's incredible. All right, cherry is the most popular flavor used in professional Jello wrestling.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that on ESPN. I was thinking we was going to go popsicles or something.
I was thinking suckers.
The cherry is the most popular flavor used in professional Jello wrestling. True or false?
Boy, I don't know. I've never seen professional.
I didn't know that they did that professionally. But
Me neither.
I guess it's on the Ocho.
I'm going to say true on that one.
yeah, we'll go with true.
I have no idea.
Okay, we're going with true?
Sure. Okay.
No, it's false.
Oh.
And what?
It's lime. Lime Jello.
How do they choose?
I would think it wouldn't be red.
Yeah, because red would be pretty gross.
Anything would be gross.
I
don't care what it is.
Why does red make it more gross?
And I love how all these people who are listening to us who actually watch Jello wrestling are going, "It's green. Of course it's not cherry."
Yeah, people are screaming at their dashboard.
You know what's neat is bowling. I'm back into watching bowling on TV. You know, they are doing actual live games now.
Yeah, I'm watching fishing
Yeah,
too.
segue from Jello wrestling to bowling.
Well,
Now for something completely different.
The average person falls asleep after 7 minutes. True or false?
Not in my world.
Nah, I can do it faster than that.
Yeah, you and Stacy. I've never seen anything like it. Hey, Andrew, between you and Jill, who's the faster sleeper?
Jill. Hands down. It takes me hours to go to sleep.
Yep. Well, so the average person falls asleep after 7 minutes. True or false?
Goodness, average.
Average.
Boy. I would think that's false.
7 minutes is pretty fast.
That is
I
pretty
would
fast.
say false.
Nope.
Really?
It's true.
Really? Oh.
Come on, y'all. Got 4 more to go. The tomato was the first vegetable to be grown in space. The tomato.
Tomato is not.
It's a fruit.
It's not considered a vegetable.
It's considered a fruit.
Okay, that's good. Keep going with this.
So false.
Yes, that's right. It's a potato.
Yeah.
And the E was the add-on for potato, or which one had the E that got old
Potato.
quail and all that
Yeah,
trouble?
potato.
Yeah. All right, so you got 4 right, 3 wrong. The Twist by Chubby Checker is the only song in the rock era to ever hit #1 twice. Is
Very
that
true.
We're going to believe Rick.
Yeah, Rick was pretty
Feel
adamant
confident.
about that.
Yeah, he's going to know the answer to
All
that.
right, Rick, good save there. Let's see. Honeybees produce the substance known as royal jelly.
That's true.
Honeybees for the substance royal jelly.
Okay, Rick said yes, so
said
we'll go
true.
true.
I'm going true.
All right, you're right.
Carrie,
Good job.
Okay, I've done 2 now. I'm done. Y'all do the rest of it.
Carrie Bates just texted me and said that we're cracking her up.
Carrie is? Yeah, but Carrie works with Brian Ray. That's not hard to do.
Yeah, she's already crazy.
There are 50 spaces on a Monopoly board game. 50 spaces on a Monopoly
Hey, Andrew,
board
we
game.
had this before,
We
didn't
did
we?
have this, and it is, oh man, it's false, right? Because it's,
Yeah, because you can't count, because if you count the corners,
yeah, it's 10 spaces and
But-
4 sides.
right,
Which should be
so
40
it's
spaces.
false.
Good job, y'all.
Look at me remembering things.
Good job, Lisa.
What are they doing slipping an old one in here like this? Hawaii is the only U.S. state that grows coffee. Hawaii. They're the only place that grows coffee.
That's true, because the Hawaiian coffee is pretty amazing good.
Yeah, you've had it before.
Yeah.
Because I've heard you bragging about it.
Yeah, because of the lava stuff, mountains and all that jazz.
Yeah. What do you think, ladies?
I didn't know that they were the only. I know they're the most.
Only U.S. state.
Only
The only place you can find, the only other place that might be able to do it is New Mexico, but I think it's too hot.
It's got to be tropical. It's
Yeah.
got to be along the equator.
Yeah, I'm going to say true.
All right. Yes, y'all are right. Good job. Okay, so we got one more left,
Good
right?
thing I was here this morning. Golly.
Yes, we're saving the day.
No, that's it.
That's actually 11, but
Did y'all really get? Okay.
8
Well,
was-
here, let me cross that one off.
Hey, don't be taking my stuff away.
credit.
All right. You officially got a 70, but because I'm a dumb teacher, you've got 8.
Okay.
You want the 8 corrected?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got an 80.
We got
Yeah,
80.
I did. I gave you one extra one.
It's that goofy Jello question threw everybody off.
Is that what it was?
Hi, I'm Dan Dela Cruz of Dela Cruz and Riddell, Attorneys at Law. We're a general practice law firm serving Young and the surrounding counties. We accept clients in almost all areas of the law and offer a free 30-minute consultation for new cases. We're members of the Graham High School Booster Club and support the Steers and Lady Blues. Drop by our new office at 408 4th Street, Suite B in Graham, 940-549-5555, or visit our website at www.grahamattorney.com.
Will I believe you when you say your hand will guide my every way? Will I receive the words you say every moment of every day? Will walk by faith, even when I cannot see? Well, because this broken road prepares your will for me. Help me to rid my endless fears. You've been so faithful for all my years. With the one breath you make me new. Your grace covers all I do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Will walk by faith, even when I cannot see? Well, because this broken road prepares your will for me. Well, I'm broken, but I still see your face. Well, you've spoken, pouring your words of grace. Well, I will walk by faith, even when I cannot see. Well, because this broken road prepares your will for me. Well, I will walk by faith, even when I cannot see. Oh, well, because this broken road prepares your will for me.
right, it's 22 and a half minutes after the 8 o'clock hour, and last Friday, we drew out of the Pinocchio jar over
Yes.
here over my shoulder. We drew for another business that we like to refer to as the At Work Network. And it was Triple R, Treasures, Junk, and Plunder. And we know that Donna listens faithfully, and even through Rush Limbaugh days. Donna, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. Well, congratulations on being the one drawn. Now, don't be giving any of the money to Gary.
Well,
No, it's all yours. So anyway, here you go. There's your check for $100 from the radio station. That is how easy it was to win the At Work Network, and that's part of our promotion budget. So
thank
we
you very
appreciate
much.
you.
We appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
I love your music.
You like it? You like it better than Rush and Hannity?
Oh, very definitely.
I can
Gary-
tell you for sure, she was listening Friday. Because I went by there Friday to get some gifts at our church, and she had it on when I walked in. So I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, she is listening to us.
The only time I don't listen to it is the few minutes it takes me to read my Bible reading every morning, and I have to turn it off because it interferes with my reading.
Well, let's not have that happen. No way. Now, is Gary basically behaving himself?
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate you listening. And a listener from day one, you were listening to the Christmas music when we first signed on 4 years ago.
Yes, we were.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right, you too.
And
When
God
things happen in life that are out of your control, it's good to have somebody stand by you. And Duncan Insurance Agency of Graham is here to help. Home, auto, life, business, events, along with classic cars and ATV insurance. Open Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 9 to 3. You can visit their location at 606 Oak Street or call 549-2504. Clients can enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing Duncan Insurance Agency is here to serve, backing the Steers and Lady Blues.
Hi, this is Pete with your local Dish authorized retailer. Did you know we also do smart home? When you sign up for Dish right now, you'll get a Google Nest Hello video doorbell on us. Yes, you heard that right. Sign up for Dish and get a Google Nest Hello video doorbell on us. No gimmicks. Just whole home entertainment, connectivity solutions, and friendly service with a smile. Visit the movie store at 1442 4th Street or call 940-800-2445 for details about this exclusive local Dish authorized retailer offer.
Google and Google Nest Hello are trademarks of Google LLC. Some features, including mobile notifications, remote control, video streaming, and video recording, require working internet and Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Making dinner is not the time to find out that you've popped a breaker. Again! The oven, toaster, coffee pot, and that thing that chops everything is just too much for the kitchen plugs. Maybe it's time to call Star Plumbing and Electrical to get an upgrade. Breakers to bulbs to plugs that work when you need them, Star Plumbing and Electrical can make it happen. Part of the Star family of companies, they'll be quick, clean, and affordable. Call them right now. 940-549-7686. 940-549-7686. TSBPE license 38333. TECL license 34833.
Whether you're looking to treat yourself or find the perfect gift for someone special, we can help. Hey y'all, I'm Sydney, owner of Here and Now Boutique. What I love most about Graham is how we as a community support each other. Here and Now Boutique will be the exclusive retailer for the Shop Local, Eat Local campaign merchandise, supporting the Graham Chamber of Commerce and local businesses during these tough times. Come check out our new location and purchase something that benefits many right here at home. These items will also be available for purchase on our website and Facebook page. Come see us today at 431 Oak Street or give us a call at 940-613-8809. We are Graham Strong.
All right, coming up on 27 minutes after 8 o'clock, we have Nathan Scott from Nathan Scott Productions, better known around here as NSP. You know, Nathan, your ears should have been burning over the last couple of weeks because Caribbean has really been complimenting your work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she would come into work and show us pictures of what you've been up to.
Oh, yeah.
So now Rick goes back saying, I've called your name a few times.
Yeah, I think we called a few times during ball games. We've got it out there. So,
yeah. The few times I made a play, yeah, you probably called me.
We're going to get them in anytime we can, bud.
So what year did you graduate from Graham?
2003.
Okay.
Yeah, moved here when I was like 11 years old. So like right in the 6th grade, the ideal moment. Everybody wants to move to somewhere. Middle school. So
the awkward stage.
Yes.
I've been here since
fresh
then.
start. New guy thing, right?
But Carrie B's has been a fun job. You know, we kind of started with her before she even bought it, and worked with the seller and her, and you know, we're trying to get the bathrooms fixed up, and we started with those, and now we're done with the kitchen, and we're on to something else now. So
yeah, we've been at it since March.
Yeah.
We've become pretty good buddies.
we have been. We've been
And his
quarantine
crew-
friends.
Yes, we have.
That's
Family
true.
We have.
That's right, because a couple of weeks ago when this was all starting up again, we decided to play it safe, and you got to work from home. But so how did you get into the construction business? And by the way, Nathan, NSP is one of our new sponsors on the
Yeah.
morning show. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
But we always like to find out more about the business, and so we know who our sponsors are.
Yeah.
What's happening? How did this all get started?
Well, you know, I started, my dad was a contractor in California when I was growing up, so I've been around it my whole life. And then right before my son was born, I started up on my own and started doing it. And I started in 2013, and we mainly have done, you know, renovations and additions, and we've got some new builds going up over on the east side of the lake right now. And we try to take on anything we can. You know, the small stuff's kind of what grew my business, and so I don't like to turn it away. You know, we still do a dishwasher install, but we'll also, you know, do a full new build and a renovation, you know, so.
So have you got a specialty, or are you getting into like the marble countertops, that stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, we're setting our own countertops, and we do our own sheetrock work. We do our own tile work. We try to do everything we can in-house. So, you know, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC is really the only thing we sub out, and, you know, so.
Between
we pretty
them
much
and
do it
Star
all.
Plumbing and Electrical. Yep,
That's
who's
right.
our other sponsor.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. When these people do these house flips and everything, are you capable of going in on a tight time period? Because most of these flips, they want to try to get them done in about 30 days and stuff.
Yeah.
So can you get this done pretty
We
quick?
sure can. Yeah, we sure can. We can stick with really any timeline. I think we did Carrie B's in like 8 weeks, you know, her whole kitchen. So
are you finally done, Caribbean?
Yeah. Well, no, the kitchen's done.
Okay.
So now it's on to the enclosing the laundry room and making the carport into another bedroom. So they'll be around for a while
this
longer.
has been 3 stages we've done it in. You know, we did bathrooms.
Right, I remember that.
Carrie got to move in, you know, finally, and, you know, move into her new house. And then we just finished up all the kitchen.
Yeah, with the bathrooms, it was no pressure. I'm just living at the Holiday Inn until you're done.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Do you do like you see on TV where you go in with a sledgehammer and just start knocking walls out
You
and
know,
start putting stuff together?
We do when we're mad.
Yeah.
But, you know, if we're trying to get it done fast, we use a screwdriver and unscrew the cabinets, you know, and just pull them off the wall. But
cool.
Yeah, we'll bust some
They've
holes in
done
the
a great
walls.
job, and it's just NSP Construction. I told him he needed to add interior design because I literally, with the bathrooms and the kitchen, showed him Pinterest pictures. This is what I like, and he just made it happen. Here's your 2 choices. Made it so
Right.
easy. The process
You know, and that's
so
what's
easy.
that's what's nice about this day and age, though, too, is that you can use that technology to your advantage. There's millions and millions of pictures of, you know, anything you want to look at, and all kinds of different ideas. So you don't really have to be creative in a sense, too, to, you know, to see what you want, because it's already out there somewhere. For
All
sure.
right, Caribbean, I bet she changed up things on you midstream. How'd you do on handling any
let me chat her
updated changes?
along
Yeah.
I think I was pretty easy.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
You weren't. You didn't change as you go.
Well, and then he'd ask me about something, and I'd say, "Well, I trust your judgment. Just whatever you think."
Yeah, and it worked out great,
Yeah,
right?
it did.
I mean,
Everything looks awesome.
Well, obviously, from the pictures, you were very, very not only diligent about making sure that everything, because she would show close-ups of look how he did this gap, look how he entwined the stuff in the bathroom.
Right, yeah.
And yeah, so obviously you're an artist at
yeah,
this.
we have an attention to detail, you know, and I feel like my whole crew is the same way. You know, we all have the same standards, so we want to put out the best product for our client at the best price, you know, and what
All
more
right.
can you ask for than that, right?
How do we get a hold of you?
You can call me at 940-456-0231.
All right. And
Check
do
out
you-
their Facebook page.
I was always
for
going to ask you, do you have a
lots
Facebook?
of pictures
Yes, sir.
of his work and
Any pictures of
the
your
whole
place?
team. Oh yeah,
They're up there too?
Yeah, the
Great.
whole thing. Now I'm going to have to just put her name on it, and everybody can go look at it.
yeah. We can share it to the page. Caribbean
Well,
Kitchen.
thank you, Nathan. We
Thank you,
appreciate you being part of the radio station, and good luck with your business and continue to grow.
All right, we'll try. Thank you,
Very
sir.
good. Nathan Scott at NSP Productions.
Hi, everybody.
everybody. This is Pat down at the Tattered Pearl. We have the hot summer fashion you're looking for in Graham, Texas. We have our USA tees all summer long, and we're supporting the lake tanks. Come on in and find your best selection. We offer the brightly colored crossbodies, and also let's not forget the masks. We have children's, adult women's, and adult men's masks. We are also offering this summer bridal baskets, so if you know that special someone that's getting married, come on in. We'll put something special together. Only down here at the Tattered Pearl. See you down at the station at 338 4th Street.
Hi, I'm Robert Jeffers, Bible teacher on Pathway to Victory. The harvest is ripe to share the good news of Jesus Christ. And through bold and practical Bible teaching, Pathway to Victory is dedicated to reaching into the darkness and division of our day and courageously shining the light of God's Word. Join me every day at noon for Pathway to Victory on positiveradio.net, because your family matters.
During these challenging times, you can stream more and worry less with unlimited data on all speeds up to 1 gig from Brazos Communications. No contract, no data caps, and no throttling. Call Brazos today at 800-687-3222 and experience the best internet ever. Brazos Internet not available in all areas. Find us online at brazosnet.com or follow us on Facebook at Brazos Communications.
This is Pastor Gary Elrod of Faith Center Church here in Graham, where we believe people who know Jesus also show Jesus in their daily life. Faith Center is a church of real people who connect with a real God and live real lives. We invite you to join us in discovering the abundant light that God intends for you to enjoy. We meet every Sunday at 9:30 for connection groups, 10:30 for enthusiastic worship service, and 6 p.m. for our evening celebration. We also meet Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. to learn how to show Jesus every day. We invite you to come home to Faith Center Church this Sunday, 1601 Highway 380 Bypass.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Darby Brockway. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by my office at 603 Elm Street, Suite 201. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
How many of you listening today have a story to tell about hitting a deer or a hog on the road? It's a frightening experience, and this time of year you have to be especially careful. Thank God if the only thing damaged is your vehicle. If that happens, don't worry. Graham Auto Rebuilders are experts about getting you back on the road fast. Graham Auto Rebuilders, located at 1305 380 Bypass in Graham. Call 940-456-0477. Graham Auto Rebuilders, looking like it never happened.
Okay, Rick, you gave Michelle an assignment this morning when she came in. Michelle Graham, our part-timer extraordinaire, and doing a fantastic job. She was Friday switching all the buttons, all the cameras and stuff. But what did you have her do?
Well, what it was is this morning, Andrew, he brought up the fact that Kanye has kind of jumped in the deep end of the pool all of a sudden, and I brought up a fact. I said, what is it about every guy that gets into the Kardashian circle totally just loses it? And so I asked Michelle, I said, hey, would you do a little research and find out what is up with all the guys that get into the circle of the Kardashians? And she did some research and found out some pretty interesting facts.
All right, Michelle. What's up?
So, Kim Kardashian's first marriage, she has been in 3 marriages so far, was to Damon Thomas. They were married for 4 years, and they broke up because Damon was very controlling and apparently forced her to get plastic surgery. And
Forced her.
Yes, apparently forced her.
Whatever. Okay, next.
And then Kim Kardashian's second marriage, which I think is very famous, was to Chris Humphries.
Yep.
They were only engaged for 6 months, and their wedding was extremely expensive. Just the ring alone was $2 million. The entire wedding was $10 million.
And wasn't that the one they married out in Hawaii?
That was the basketball player from the New York Knicks.
Yeah, that's the one then. Yeah, they got married in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He bailed, thank goodness for him.
So
smart man.
And now Kim Kardashian is with Kanye, and we all know that that's kind of a mess at the moment.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Now we're on to Khloe Kardashian. She married Lamar Odom just after 1 month of
And
dating.
that was her first marriage?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
And they split because of drug abuse. And during their divorce process, he was actually hospitalized for an overdose.
Yeah, she sent him to crack cocaine.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, and then he got traded to the Mavericks from the Lakers, and he flamed out with that.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban tried to help him out.
Another Kardashian casualty.
Yes, just another one.
Okay.
Now, this is my favorite one.
Oh, dear.
This is really good. Kylie Jenner and Tyga. They started dating when Kylie was 16. And does anybody want to know how old Tyga was?
25.
Probably in his 30s.
24. But it's still pretty bad. She was 16, a minor.
Isn't she
that's
the
a
one
little
that's
bit of
making
a
the
gap
most
there.
money of all of them right now?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, she is making
I
the
think
most money.
she was on Forbes' list of self-made billionaires, which
Yes.
was very controversial because was she really self-made or not? You know. Anyway, they started dating while Tyga was engaged to Black China.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
Not a good way to start out.
Raise your hand if you know any of these people.
We need some soap opera music.
Yeah, if you're going to be engaged, we're already engaged.
But does this really count for days of our lives?
Well, I mean, you can't blame the guy. He's got to have a second option because you know what's fixing to happen here.
Absolutely.
So, while Kylie was 16, they kept their relationship private because obviously she was a minor.
Right.
And so when they're 18, they finally came out to the public and they gifted each other presents. Expensive cars and other expensive gifts because, of course, why not? And then a few months later, they split right after they spent all that money on each other.
Oh, I guess Black China got a phone call.
I guess
Yeah, they called her out of the bullpen. Said you're up next.
Well, you did. When you said my favorite, I thought you were going to go with Kris Jenner.
Well, we all know the result of that relationship.
All right, thanks, Michelle.
No problem.
Grace was a kingdom. I stopped at the gate, thinking I don't deserve to pass through after all the mistakes that I've made. Oh, but I heard a whisper as heaven bent down. Said, child, don't you know that the first will be last and the last get a crown? And now I'm just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, but if it's true, you use broken things, then here I am, Lord, I'm all yours. The pages of history, they tell me it's true, that it's never the perfect, it's always the ones with the scars that you use. Oh, it's the rebels and the prodigals, it's the humble and the weak, all the misfit heroes you chose. Tell me there's hope for sinners like me. And now I'm just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, There's a seat at the table just waiting for you. So come on inside.
All right, 17 minutes before 9 o'clock on Y100 and B104.1. What do you have, Rick?
Well, I was going to bring up a deal here that I read last week that some laws here in Texas are being enforced. You know, we've got all these crazy things going on right now. Well, there's a few laws that have been announced that we need to be very well aware of, so don't do these things. If you go to Clarington, Texas, it's illegal to dust, D-U-S-T, any public building with a feather duster.
Huh.
You can go in there with a yard blower or anything else, but don't use a feather duster. They said because people are more allergic in Clarendon to allergies because of feather dusters. It's illegal to do that, so don't do that. Did you know that also you can go to jail in Texas if you eat garbage out of your neighbor's house without permission?
Now, these things are laws for a reason. Something happened, and what I want is the background story behind that.
Somebody has sued somewhere because of this. But no, Andrew, no eating garbage from your neighbor, okay?
Fine.
You know, since you moved into the new neighborhood.
That's right.
He is a new homeowner. He needs to scrape up food wherever
you
can.
You don't want to be that guy.
We're neighbors now. I'll keep my eye on you.
Right.
Yeah, please.
Houston, y'all be careful. Houston just put out a law that it's illegal to sell Limburger cheese on a Sunday.
I wonder why.
I think it should be illegal every day. That stuff stinks.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. You remember the blue laws?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, Nathan, you remember them? No, Caribbean, you don't remember them.
You couldn't buy toilet paper and you couldn't buy certain things on a Sunday.
Like on Sunday, the Texas laws, the blue laws, where you could buy paint, but you couldn't buy the paint brushes. It was crazy. The law was stupid.
Yeah, you could buy like a Dr. Pepper, but you couldn't buy a bottle opener.
Yeah, they used to rope off whole sections of stores of stuff that you couldn't purchase.
What was the reason behind it?
They wanted you to go to church and then spend time with the family. They didn't want you working on Sunday afternoon.
Right.
A lot of businesses open on Sunday. They didn't like it. Here's another one, and if this actually happens, I would love to see it. There's an anti-crime law in Texas that has been stated that criminals, if you have the intent on committing a crime, you must give your victim an oral or a written 24-hour notice, and you also must give them the nature of the crime you're about to commit.
So you need to go ahead and write Caribbean and tell her you're about to.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, I got to call Caribbean up and say, hey, I'm going to come over and vandalize your house. I'm going to put Rick's Lives Matters or Fat Lives Matters on the front of your house. And,
Fat Lives Matter.
And I'm going to spray paint that on your house. I'm giving you a 24-hour notice so you'll know.
And then that makes it okay.
Yeah, so that way it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Galveston has now issued a law that if you want to walk barefoot downtown Galveston, you have to get a $5 permit.
Really?
Yes. Now, you can walk any place else any way you want to, but, boy, if you go barefoot, you better have that $5 ready to roll. You know? And last but not least, this one I think is probably one of the goofiest things I've ever heard in my life. Under common law marriage in Texas, it is now legal to be married if you publicly state 3 times that you are a couple. You're considered married in Texas. But there is a little thing to it. Both parties have to agree to it, and you must be 18 years old. So here's the deal. You can't just walk out in public and say, hey, guess what? I'm married to so-and-so. I'm married to so-and-so. You can't say you both have to agree upon it.
Okay.
Yeah, and if both parties agree, you're over 18, and you publicly announce it 3 times, you're married in Texas.
You need to walk around with a notarizer, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to walk around and have like your lawyer follow you around or whatever. But yeah, where do they come up with this stuff?
I
don't know.
All right, we need to do things we need to know. That's going to be right after this break.
Here's a website you need to remember: StanleyFordEastland.com. At Stanley Ford in Eastland, we are making it easy for you to choose the car that's perfect for you. Go to StanleyFordEastland.com, where we have over 600 used cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, plus our phenomenal selection of new Ford vehicles. Visit our website at StanleyFordEastland.com, or you can come see us at 1308 East Main Street in Eastland, Texas. Stanley Ford, your car dealer for the cross country. We love you, Texas.
Oh, I'd like to go back to that old country church.
The Old Country Church, preaching the always fresh gospel. This is Pastor Scott Townley inviting you to visit Faith Baptist Church. We're located at 1700 Highway 380, just west of Dairy Queen. Sunday schools at 10 o'clock, morning worship at 11. We have an afternoon service at 2. On Wednesday evening, we meet at 6:30 in the fellowship hall to share a meal, followed by a challenge from God's Word. And we would love having a visit from you.
Okay, it's time for things we need to know.
And we got a few things, not a whole lot to know, but do want to bring this up. Fleetwood Mac co-founder and blues rock guitarist Peter Green passed away over the weekend at the age of 73. Green formed the Fleetwood Mac band with drummer Mick Fleetwood in 1967.
Okay.
This one, if you want to buy this one, good luck. 54-year-old boxing legend Mike Tyson. I actually flew on a plane with him one time going to Vegas, and he is a little dude. But 54-year-old Mike Tyson has announced that he'll be climbing back into the ring for an exhibition bout against another all-time great boxer, Roy Jones Jr. The two are set to duke it out in an 8-round exhibition match on September the 12th, and you can get this on pay-per-view at $99.99.
Did he sit in first class by any chance?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so you passed him as you were getting
Yes, I
in?
passed him as I walked in. As we were headed back to the cheap seats. I passed him when he was walking by. It was so funny that his girlfriend was with him, and she's about 6'7", and he's about 5'4", and so they were standing beside each other. But when we walked by, the guy behind me is like, "Dude, that's Mike Tyson." I'm like, yeah, I kind of figured it out from the face tattoo and all that.
Well, with her being taller, it's harder for him to nibble on her ear.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
I'd rather not have that picture.
All right, AMC movie theaters hope to reopen on July the 15th and then the 30th. Well, now they have their fingers crossed. They're going to try to open up mid-August. So if you want to go to an AMC theater, it's going to probably be another few weeks for that one. This is one of the coolest stories I've saw in a long time. A couple of friends in Wisconsin did a handshake deal 20 years ago that if either one of them won the state lottery, they would split the prize with the other one. Tom Cook checked his numbers last month. Turned out he won $22 million.
Okay.
Without hesitation, he called his friend Joe Freeney, and to be honest, they said they better remember the deal, but he gave him $11 million out of the deal.
Wow.
Which I think is pretty cool.
So after taxes, he got a, what, $5-6 million then?
I think I can live on that.
Yeah, I still think it's a heck of a deal.
No problem there. And stay out of the state of Virginia.
Okay.
This is last but not
Wasn't
least.
Virginia for lovers? Do you remember that?
That's the slogan, but
It's
Well, I'll
not.
tell you, it's not.
Oh, wait. Andrew's family lives in
Oh, that's right, they
Virginia.
live in-
Yes.
You're not impressed, huh?
no, not really. The only good thing about Virginia is that my family lives there.
Okay.
See, that's what they ought to call Louisiana. The only good thing here is food. But in Virginia, it may be good for lovers, but it's not good for drivers. 57%, you're more likely to be hit by somebody there because more people are on their phone in Virginia than any other state in the United States of America. So you've got almost a 60% chance of being involved in a wreck with somebody on their phone.
Okay, so there you go.
Everything you need to know.
Things we need to know on Y100 and B104.1 FM. 8 minutes from the top of the hour. That means it's time to wrap things up. Anybody with closing thoughts?
I was going to say hi to my mom.
You want to say hi?
She's watching.
She's
but
watching?
She's watching, yes. on
Hey,
Facebook
will you
Live.
wave at her?
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Nathan, thank you so much for coming in.
you. I enjoyed
And
it.
Nathan's hanging around because he's going to record his commercial here in just a few seconds. So stick around for that. And Rick, closing thoughts?
Just have a great day, folks, and just always remember that that there's a lot of good stuff out there in the world. Just go out and find it.
That's right. And keep looking real hard if you're looking at the Texas Rangers.
That's right.
They're off tonight, by the way.
Yep, they got Arizona coming in, I think.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow night. All right, Andrew, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, go out and do something nice for someone today.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet